January 2022 CSEC Mathematics past paper. We know at question 2, part A of question 2 says factorize completely. Alright, this looks like 3n squared plus 15np. So let's write that down. 3n squared plus 15np. 3n squared plus 15np. Pause the video and factorize that completely for me. Okay, good. You're finished. So here, we're looking for common factors. What can divide into 3 and also divide into 15 without leaving a remainder? It's 3 in terms of a number, alright? What can divide into n squared and also divide into n without leaving a remainder? What is n? So what you have here is 3 divided into 3 is 1. You can put the 1 there. We don't necessarily have to put it, but for explanation purposes, I'm putting it there. N into n squared goes n. Plus 3 divided into 15 is 5. N divided into n is 1. And we have our p. We have 3n, n plus 5p. Alright? So remember now, here, what you have, just redoing it, looking at it again. This is 3 times n, right? Plus 3 by 5 by n by p. So here, this is 3 times something and this is 3 times something. So we can have a bracket and say 3 times. This is n times something and n times something. So we put the n outside the bracket. Alright? 3 times this will give you 3. So it's going to be 1. N times this will give you n. But this is going to be times 1. And then this n will come here. So it's 1 by 1 by n. Alright? Plus 3 times what you're going to put here is 3. So it's 1. N times what you're going to put here is n. So this is 1 times. Alright. You can consider that this is 1. Each item is multiplied by something. It's 1 times this will give a 5. So it's going to be 5. 1 times this here will give you p. What should go there is p. Alright. So it's leaving out the ones is 3n, n plus 5p that you have there. Right? I don't see anything else that can be factorized, so I'll leave it as 3n, n plus 5p. So it's 3n squared plus 15np, 3n, n plus 5p. That's what I have. Alright? So 3n squared plus 15np. Just to make sure. 3 outside the brackets is 3 times n squared plus 3, 5, 15 n by that times p. Okay, so now part B. The diagram shows a quadrilateral with its sides written in terms of x. Write an expression in x for the perimeter of the quadrilateral and express your answer in its simplest form. Let's copy this and paste it over here. Let's erase these things first and then paste. So they say the perimeter. Remember, the perimeter is the distance right around. So let us start from this point. We go here. That's going to be 15 minus 2x. Oh no. Let's do that again. Minus 2x plus. Then come here. That's going to be 3x minus 7 plus. Oh, by the way, whether or not I remind you, you should work out, pause the video and work out each part of the question. So finish this up for me and let me see what you get. All right. So you finished it up. Let's continue. So we have here 2x plus 5. So it's 2x plus 5 plus, and then we have 2x minus 1, and we end up the same place where we started. So we finish finding the perimeter. It's 2x minus 1. So opening the brackets now, we have 15 minus 2x plus 3x minus 7 plus 2x plus 5 plus 2x minus 1 equals the perimeter P. Putting x's together and numbers together, you have a 2x, negative 2x, all right, plus 3x, so this x is taken care of, plus 2x, that's one is there, plus the next 2x, any other x's, I don't see any other x. Numbers now, plus 15 plus, minus, it would be a minus 7 plus 5 minus 1, no other number. Alright, you have to be careful now that you don't miss out anything. Alright, equal P. Doesn't seem as if we missed out anything. Alright, so negative 2x plus 3x is what? It's going to be positive 1x. 1 plus 2 is 3x. 3x plus 2x is 5x. So it's 5x. 15 minus 7 is going to be 15 minus 7, that's 8. 8 and 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 1 is 12. So it's 5x minus 12 equal P. Okay. Now, express your answer in its simplest form. So, now what they said, write an expression. So, we're not going to have any equal sign. Once they say expression, there should be no equal sign. So, leave off the equal business here. Alright, so write an expression in terms of x for the perimeter of the quadrilateral. So the expression, the answer is 5x minus 12. That is that. Alright? Let's see what else they want you to do. Okay, they say the perimeter of the quadrilateral is 32 centimeters. Find the length of the longest side of the quadrilateral. Alright, so it's 32. So now we're going to say 5x minus 12 is equal to 32. Now, what happens there? If you add 12 to both sides, you have 5x minus 12 equals 32. You add 12 to both sides. Now add 12 to get rid of the 12 over here. So negative 12 plus 12. Alright? So this is gone. That's gone. Alright? So it's 5x equals 32 and 12 is what? 1, 2, 4, 3 and 1, 4, 44. 3 and 1, 4. So x would be 44 over 5. Why turn out like that? Why did it turn out like that? It would have been nice if it came out as a clean number, but let's just review and see if we made any mistake here. For the perimeter, what we have is 15 minus 2x plus 3x minus 7 plus 2x plus 5 plus 2x minus 1. Okay. Then I have 15 minus 2x plus 3x minus 7 plus 2x plus 5 plus 2x minus 1. Just carefully looking through, because I wanted a nice, clean, neat number. Negative 2x plus 3x plus 2x plus 2x. All the x's are down. 15 minus 7 plus 5 minus 1. Negative 2 plus 2, that's 0. 3 and 2, 5. 5x. 15 and 5, 20. 20 minus 7, 13. Oh, hold on. 15 minus 7 is going to be 8. 8 plus 5, positive 8 plus 5, 13 minus, is plus 12. My mistake here. It's a plus 12, it should have been. It should have been plus 12. Alright? This is a plus 12. So we're going to have to redo this part again. The plus 12, it should be. So we're going to subtract 12 from both sides. 5x plus 12 minus 32. Minus 32. Here now, you must add 12 to both sides. So what you get? No, it's subtract 12 from both sides. It's subtract 12 from both sides. You're going to minus 12. So minus 12 minus 12. So what you get? 12 minus 12 is 0. There are 5x. Should be equal sign. Equal. 32 minus 12 is what? 2 minus 2 is 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. 20. X is equal to 20 over 5. It is 4, right? I was wondering why they put it so that we get 44 over 5. It's not a neat number. But we get a clean, neat number. Alright? I had put a negative 12 instead of positive 12. But it should be positive 12 up here. Right? A positive 12. Alright, so it works out nicely now. Okay, so they say find the length of the longest side. That's what they want, the length of the longest side. So we find that x is 4. Let me just note it up here that x is equal to 4. Now the thing is, the diagram is not drawn to scale. They draw this one extra long, but it probably to trick you, to catch those of you who are moving too fast, right? So what you want to do at this point is look for each of them. If x is 4, then this part of the quadrilateral will be 15 minus 2 4 is 8, which is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This would be 7. This would be 7. This part would be 3 times 4 minus 7. 3 4s is 12 minus 7. Alright? 12 minus 7 is what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5. So that would be 5 2x minus 2x plus 5 is what? 2 4s 8 plus 5. 8 and 5 would be 13. So this is 13. And then 2x minus 1. 2 4s 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 is going to be 9. No, it's going to be 7. Alright, yes, so this is indeed the longest side. So it's 2x plus 5. You have to be very careful because maybe next time around they draw one side that looks longer than the other, but is not the longest side. So this is 13 centimeter. So the length of the longest side is 13 centimeters. Alright. So here now, determine all integer values of x which satisfy this inequality. Alright, so let us, I don't know, we won't use any of these parts for the next part of the question. We won't use any of these things. So let's erase the board and start with that part of the question. Let's copy it and put it over here. Now the thing is, we have negative 1 less than 2 minus 4x over 3, which is less than 5. And they say calculate all integer values. Integer means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It could be negative as well. Whole numbers plus 0 are negative numbers. No fraction, no point. Alright? So negative 1 is less than 2 minus 4x over 3, which is less than 5. If you multiply by 3, you get negative 3 is less than 2 minus 4x, which is less than 3, 5, 15. Alright. Subtract 2. Well, it's not both sides this time, it's all three sides. If you do that, you have negative 3 less than 2 minus 4x, which is less than 15. You minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. What you're going to get is negative 5 is less than negative 4x, which is less than 15 minus 2 is what? 13. Less than 13. Alright. Here now. Oh, need to erase the working down here too. Here now. Suppose you divide by positive 4. When you divide by a positive, the signs remain as they are. Divide by positive 4. So you have negative 5 is less than negative 4x, which is less than 13. Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. What you're going to get is negative 5 over 4 is less than negative x, which is less than 13 over 4. And divide or multiply by negative 1. What you're going to get is x in the middle. You're going to have negative 1. When you multiply or divide negative 5 over 4 by negative 1, you're going to get 5, positive 5 over 4. And the 13, negative 13, well, is really 5 quarters and negative 13 quarters. But these signs will switch around. Alright? Because they are negative that you divide by. So x will be between, alright, 5. Let's put them as some fractions now. Mixed fraction. X is less than 5 over 4 is what? Is 1¼ and x is greater than negative. 13 divided by 4 is 3¼ Alright, so x is between negative 1¼ and 3¼ right? Now, it's a bit easier to visualize it like this. X is greater than negative 3/4 and it is less than a quarter. Now when you have your number line here, this is 0, this is 1¼ this is 1, 2 is out here, so this is 1¼ good, and then negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, what is here is negative 3¼ or negative 3.25 if you want. Negative 3.25 is here and 1.25 is here. So the values of x take place between this and this. So x, the values of x are negative 3, negative 2, 0 and 1. Alright, negative 3, negative 2, 0 and 1. Let's look here. Here now, and by the way, do you understand the reason why you switch around the inequality sign when you multiply or divide by a negative? If you don't understand, then put a comment in the comment section and I will make another video explaining it for you. Alright? And I will post a link to that video in the description of this video. But anyway, continuing. So here, negative 3, negative 2, 0 and 1. So x equals negative 3, negative 2, 0 and 1. So what they said are the integer values of x. Let us see now if they're really satisfied. Let's just test it. When x is negative 3, what it would show is that negative 1 is less than 2 minus 4 3 is 12. 2 minus 12 over 3 and is less than 5. Is this really true? 2 minus 12 is what? Negative 10. Negative 10 over 3. Negative 10 over 3 is negative 3 and 1/3. Negative 3 and 1/3. It is greater than negative 1, yes. When you look at the number line, negative 3 and 1/3 is greater than negative 1. Alright, let's just put another number line here. So yeah, this is 0. Negative 3 and 1/3. Oh, negative 3. 2 minus 4. Oh my mistake there. It's a negative 3. So it's 2 minus 4 times negative 3. So it's 2 minus negative 12, which amounts to 2 plus 12 is 14. So it should be 14. 14 over 3 is what? 3. So it's positive 14. 14 over 3 is going to be what? 14 over 3 is going to be 4. 3 4 is 12. And 2/3. It's positive 4 and 2/3. 4 and 2/3 somewhere out here. Now negative 1 is down here. 5 is out here. So it is less than 5 and it is greater than negative 1. You can see that. What about when x is negative 2? It's going to be, remember, we're just testing it. In exam, you don't have time to do that, but we're testing it here. We're not in exam. 2 minus 4 by negative 2. 4 2 is 8. Minus negative 8. The same as 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 over 3 is 10 over 3 is what? 10 over 3 would be 3 positive 3 and 1/3. 3 and 1/3. So 3 and 1/3 would be somewhere here. So it's still between negative 1 and 5. 0, 2/3 is between negative 1 and 5 when you work it out. 1, when x is 1, 4 1 4. 2 minus 4 would be negative 2, negative 2/3. Negative 2/3 does not reach negative 1, so it would be somewhere about here. Suppose you try negative 4, what would happen? If you try the same thing with negative 4, you're going to have 2. Oh, we have it up here already to work with. If you try the same thing with negative 4, you're going to have 2 minus. And this would be 4 by negative 4. Which is negative 16. 2 plus 16 is going to be 20 over 3. 20 over 3 is what? 6 and 1/3. It would pass 5. So it would not work. Suppose you try positive 2. So negative 4 would not work as expected, because negative 4 should not work, all right? And it didn't. 2 should not work because you don't pass 1. So 2 should not work. What happens if you try 2? 2 minus 4 2 is 8. 2 minus 8. 2 minus 8 is what? It's negative 6. So negative 6 over 3. Negative 6 over 3 is what? Negative 6/3 is negative 2. Now, if you try that, negative 2 is outside the range. Remember, it should not pass 5, and it should not to the right, and it should not pass negative 1 to the left. So negative 2 didn't work as expected. Alright, so those are indeed the integer values. But anyway, is there anything else that they say we should do? That's the end of question. Which question was it again? Question 2. Question 3 next time.